My name is Brittany Thompson, and I've chosen the research project of Google Tools. First, we have Google Docs. It's a program where you can create documents, edit the documents, and it's also usable in browsers. One of the benefits of being able to use Google Docs, you're able to allow your students to type in Google Docs and share with you the writings that they've completed and anything else that they're doing on Google Docs. And you can keep track of what they're doing, their performance, and when they've done it as well. Next, we have Google Forms. It's where you can plan events, make surveys or polls, and also quizzes as well. You're able to incorporate this by creating surveys and polls for your students to take. One of the popular uses is for students to be able to use this on their research projects. For example, when students are trying to ask about cell phone usage, they're asking other students if it's beneficial or harmful, and they're able to get back the results themselves. And also, you're able to see the quizzes and what they're doing and give them automatic feedback on those. Next, we have Google Sheets, which is like spreadsheets, and you're able to use this by creating a grade book that you can keep track of anywhere, creating flashcards for the students to be able to use them during class or even outside of class. And you're able to share graphs and keep track of attendance as well, and make out schedules, especially bell schedules for your students, or else classroom schedules for them to know what they should be doing and how long it should take. Google Slides. This is one of the most popular ones that is used in my school district. You're able to create screencast videos, as you can see based on our project. You're able to annotate screenshots and organize the information in the Google Slides. And you're able to print the presentations for your students to be able to have a section to take notes while you're giving lectures. That way they're engaged by being able to write as well as keep track of watching a screen versus the traditional way of teaching. Next, we have student project presentations. A lot of the times the students are able to create projects. They will be able to create projects without being in the same setting, but it's also beneficial for class time, and they're able to work on different computers or Chromebooks and be on the same page. You're also able to create digital posters, and it's a way that you can have interactive learning assessments incorporated in your slides, where the students are able to answer questions right there on the spot and get immediate feedback and try to answer the same question again to see the correct answer. And as you can see below, I've placed the Screenomatic website in order for you to be able to use it to show you how to create your screencast. Next, we have Google Drive. It's kind of like a hard drive, but it's cloud-based. So it goes anywhere and everywhere compared to you having your hard drive on your computer, which can't go everywhere with you. Google Drive houses Google Docs, slides, sheets, forms, etc., to name a few. And it's able to save your documents as well as photos and videos. Next, we have Gmail, which is one of the best things that could have ever been created. The students are able to use this in order to communicate with faculty and staff throughout the school district. It's able to be incorporated in the classroom setting in order for you to be able to send mail to the students through this account. And they're able to pull it up anywhere and use it at all times. It has labels to differentiate between the types of mail that you receive, priority inboxes where you're not having to worry about sifting through unnecessary mail, and the students are able to find things to be able to get to for class. And they're able to archive their emails as well, and so are you as the teacher. So it's a win-win situation. Next, we have Google Calendar. It's shareable and it integrates with Gmail, the Google Drive, contact sites, and Hangouts. And this is also a great way to be able to schedule certain dates, like due dates, and the students will be able to see those due dates, and they won't be able to have excuses by saying that they didn't know when something was due. We also have Hangouts, and this is where you can connect via video, voice, or text. It can be used to create group video calls, and it gives you an opportunity to have virtual office hours. For example, you'll be able to use this when you're out on PD days and your students aren't clear on what to do for different assignments you may have given them, and you can have those virtual office hours available, or else allow them to be able to have a spot to communicate peer-to-peer in order to be engaged more effectively than what they would be anywhere else. We also have Google Classroom, which is one of the programs that, while doing this research, that I really wanted to incorporate in the upcoming school year. It's known as the mission control for the class, where it's your one-stop shop for everything. You can create classes, which would be very beneficial for each section that you may teach. You're able to keep everything separated, and it seems to be more advanced than what you would have on programs like Remind 101 apps, where you can communicate with your students, but you're not able to see everything or put everything on there. You can also distribute your assignments on Google Classroom, and that would be very good for those students who are not able to attend school, or during those times where you have activities going on and the students are always having to be out. That way they're able to keep up with what's going on in the classroom. You're able to also send immediate feedback on Google Classroom as well, which is also very beneficial for your students, and it would benefit you as well because it creates a easy gateway to go ahead and get rid of some of the things that you may not be able to in a timely manner if you were doing it on paper with using your grading scales or pen or pencils. You would see everything in one place. It's instant, paperless, and easy. And below is the link that I use in order to find out all this information, which is edu.google.com. And we also have a reflection of the project. Google Tools is something that I really knew nothing about before this past school year. So upon being hired, that was something that I had to learn and was given courses on. But I must say it is a wonderful resource, and it has been very helpful for me during this first year of teaching. And it's also been very helpful throughout this program. Had I known about this before, I would have been using it way in advance. Google Tools includes Google Classroom, Gmail, Google Drive. The calendar also has the Vault, which keeps up with a lot of documents as well on top of Google Drive. It also has Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Forms, Slides, Sites, and Hangout. And those are some of the things that have been covered in this presentation. I've discovered that most schools use G Suite for education, which is something that is very, very important to use because it's free for schools and you have the 24/7 support, and it's at no cost to your school district, which is always a bonus. You can create, share, and edit files in real time, and it is automatically stored in the cloud, which is known as Google Drive, and it's usable on any computer, tablet, or phone, anywhere at any time, which has also been convenient and will also be continue to be convenient for future references.